It's time to take off your clothes, enjoy clothes-free living, and join us for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists.
Welcome to Naked, Nudists, and Naturist, the show that celebrates clothes-free living for all. I'm your host, Frank Stone.
And I'm your correspondent, Lisa Monroe, and I'll be reporting on all things within the Naturist community. So it's time to get naked and join us.
And enjoy clothes-free living on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists. Well, greetings and welcome in to Naked, Nudists, and Naturist, episode 34 today. Thank you for being with us for this hour. Let's enjoy clothes-free living for all of the right reasons together as we get to my interview with the very terrific Ronna Krozy. We are headed up to Massachusetts today to talk to a wonderful woman who's a huge advocate for naturism, nudism, clothes-free living for all the right reasons, is out there publicly, early and often, has held many positions with her local club as well as with AANR. In fact, she's currently the public relations chair of the PR committee for AANR. She's a retired university professor of community health nursing. Her doctorate degree is in health education. So let's welcome to the show this morning from Massachusetts, Dr. Ronna Krozy. Good morning, Ronna. How are you today?
I'm fine. Good morning. It's a pleasure to be here.
Before we get into the heart and the meat of the matter, a little bit about your background. I know you discovered nudism later in life, but then you haven't looked back. You're full bore, straight ahead. But also, if you have a moment, list some of the positions that you've held as well.
Certainly. I had the opportunity to learn about nudism well over 30 years ago, although much earlier in my life, when I traveled with a friend, I would go to St. Bart's, which was in the French West Indies, and I thought being topless or top-free was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I guess back even in the 70s, I was already thinking about the fact that why do we really need to have bathing suits?
Yeah.
And so, but it wasn't until the early 90s that I was introduced to a gentleman prior to my current husband, who was a nudist. And I had my first time experience at Dyer Woods, which is a nudist resort in Rhode Island. And quite honestly, I did not have a problem. All we are doing really is enjoying nature. We are being at one with, the sun, the wind, the water. We will have a better chance to be able to be open. But until we remove that sense that nudity equals sex, we are not going to be able to move in the direction that we would like to.
Yeah, very well said. We've been talking to Ronna Krozy this morning. She's the current chairperson of the Public Relations Committee for AANR. And Ronna, this is obviously our short interview. We're going to have you back in the not-too-distant future for a full-length interview. We'll get into everything at that point. But thank you very much for being here today and continue what you're doing.
Well, thank you. It's a real pleasure to be able to tell the world who we are. And this is one very good way of doing it. So thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Dr. Ronna Krozy, go out there and have a great clothes-free day. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you.
Well, as you can tell by the music sneaking in on us, it is time for the great, the one and only, the terrific, our weekly correspondent on naturism, Lisa Monroe. Here she is, clothes-free for all of the right reasons, smiling nonstop. I wonder if she knows something that we don't know, or maybe it's just being clothes-free puts a smile on her face, but let's welcome her to the show, the one, the only, the terrific, the over-the-top phenomenal, Lisa Monroe. Good morning, Lisa. How are you today?
Good morning, Frank, and I'm not telling. I'm just not telling.
A few people have wondered, I think they're joking, does Lisa Monroe write the openings when I talk? The great, the terrific, the over-the-top phenomenal. Does Lisa write those for you? And no, those are my words. And can you confirm that so people know?
Yes, I will confirm that. Frank does all of his own writing.
And Lisa never really knows what I'm going to say, which adds to the excitement for me because I can see the look on her face. Oh gosh, what's he going to do? What's he going to say? But then it's never really as bad as you apparently think, at least by the look on your face.
No, not usually. No, a little over the top, perhaps. I'm not sure I can dance that well, but anyway, kind of shimmy in and out, I suppose. Right?
That's right. I like that word. Well, last week we talked about some nude businesses, actual businesses that have operated in the nude. We didn't make these up from cracked.com. That's the website. And I found one, Lisa, I'd never heard about this as an option. I didn't know this was a business, but this morning before you came in, I signed up for Italian lessons, French lessons, Spanish, Swahili, Russian, every language under the sun, because apparently they have nude tutors who will come to your home and tutor you in whatever, could even be geometry or science, but I'm going the foreign language route because it will take a lot longer for me to learn. What do you think about nude tutoring? I just hadn't heard about that before.
I just want to know, where do you sign up? Um, Now, of nude tutoring, that is a new one on me too.
Yeah.
But shoot, going back to school as an adult, that's not a bad idea, is it? Get a good tutor.
It's an even better idea now, I think.
I think so too. I
Yeah.
like that idea. So, no, I had not heard of that. That's an interesting concept. But again, it comes back to that, what we say about being nude as naturists. All the barriers are gone. You're just two people, so there's no difference in who's being tutored and who's tutoring, other than the information that needs to go by. So it kind of makes sense.
I agree. Clothes-free living for all the right reasons, clothes-free businesses for all the right reasons. Let's just start a movement today. That's it. All clothes come off. They're not going back on unless it gets cold. And we'll be nice enough to allow clothing to some extent if it gets really cold, right?
Oh, absolutely. Please, at least the Afghan. just an Afghan. That's all I'm asking for. Because I do tend to get a tiny bit cold. Like I said, if it gets under 80 here in Florida, I'm freezing. So.
Oh my gosh. You don't want to say that too loudly to people in Canada or the Netherlands or England.
This is true. Well, yeah. There's cold weather coming for us, so
that's right.
Sorry, we'll be part of the clothes there for a few days.
Well, sparingly, that's true. All right, Lisa Monroe, we are going to duck off and get to the interview. I want you to go out there and have a great clothes-free week. Keep smiling. Keep doing whatever you're doing, including dancing around the house. And we'll see you next time.
All righty. Goodbye, Frank. Take care.
All right. Thank you. And we are glad that you are with us today for Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 34. And now let's get to part 2 of my interview with the very terrific Fiona Discombe. She and her husband Michael have the Narrow Boat Hotel on a boat in the UK. So let's get to it. Part 2 of my interview with Fiona Discombe. All right, so let's talk about your boat. We're talking to Fiona Discombe, her husband Michael, and Fiona own this boat, and it's basically a hotel boat. It's 70 feet long, as I understand it. There's accommodations for up to 2, 3, or 4 people. She'll fill us in on that. And they'll cook for you. They'll take very good care of you, take you on a journey to various places. But Fiona, I want to let you fill in the details. What is this all about, this basic hotel on a boat, which, by the way, is where you guys live full-time, as I understand? Just tell us what it's all about.
Okay, so we decided to do the narrowboat when we came back from our travels. We wanted a base in the UK, and we wanted somewhere to live, and we wanted a business so we could work from home. And we came across this boat in Guildford in Surrey, and we had a look at it, and we thought, yeah, this would be good. And at first we thought we could just do clothed cruises for people that wanted to sort of experience what it's like on a narrowboat. And then we thought about it, and we thought, we know so many people that are naturists that would love this sort of experience. So we decided to make it a floating hotel for naturists. And there are places along, the canal system that you can moor up and just go into a field and have a lovely picnic or have a barbecue in the summer, obviously. And and this boat, lends itself to being, for accommodation. It's very good because we can have 4 adults on the boat. They've got their own section of the boat, so they have their own separate shower, toilet, and sink. The only thing that we do is we share the kitchen, and we are down the other end of the boat, which is our sort of living area. And we cook for people, like you were saying. We will prepare meals, but if they don't want to do that, we are happy to, take them where they want. We go to a restaurant, like I say, or a local pub. And there are so many along this system. In the UK, there's tons of them that you could go along. And we've had a few people on last year, and they really enjoyed it. And hopefully this year it'll be a better summer. I mean, last summer was quite rainy, but we still had people that came and wanted to have that experience. And it is a lot slower. And it's not like your typical life if you're looking for a speedboat life time experience. It's not that. It's slow. It's 4 miles an hour. It's really slow, but it's nice, and it makes you you can enjoy the slowness of everything and read a book or just chill out and sleep or sunbathe on the roof. You can actually go on the roof. Michael does yoga. He will do naked yoga inside the boat. Unfortunately, outside might be a bit more of a problem, but we can do that if we're in a secluded area. I do massage, and I'm a trained massage therapist, so I can offer that as well on the boat, which I have done. And, people enjoy that as part of their experience of being on the boat and being looked after and just being pampered, really.
Really thank you for your time, and say hello to Michael for us. And before we let you go, again, Fiona Discombe here. Tell our listeners again how they can get a hold of you, how they can book a trip on your boat, and anything else you want to put out there.
Okay, so if you want to book a trip with us, you go to narrowboathotel.com, or you can contact us through our email address, which is M for Mother, Discombe, which is discombe.co.uk.
All right, very good. Again, Fiona Discombe, check them out. Book a trip today. Don't wait, because they'll be so booked you won't be able to get in. So call them, email them, book a trip today. And Fiona Discombe, thank you very much for everything. Go out there and have a terrific close-free day. We'll talk again soon.
Thank you, Frank. Thanks for your time.
Thank you. Well, we hope you enjoyed the show today. We hope you can listen to it close-free, because that's the only way to be. Not trying to be poetic. It's just, why not? Let's enjoy life and close-free living for all of the right reasons. Well, thank you for joining us today on Naked, Nudists, and Naturists, episode 34 today. We give you a brand new show every Saturday morning at 6 o'clock a.m. Eastern Time. Continue to join us. Check us out on our website, nakednudistandnaturist.com, Spotify, Google, Amazon/Audible, Apple Podcasts, and also on Twitter. You can write us anywhere, anytime, any place. And we thank you for being with us today. Plan to join us for every single one of our shows here, and have your clothes off when you're listening. We have our clothes off when we're broadcasting, enjoying the naturist life.
We celebrate clothes-free living for all. Remember to enjoy being naked, and join us again for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist.
We drop a brand new show every Saturday morning, so come back and join us. Have your clothes off when you do for Naked, Nudist, and Naturist. Have a great clothes-free day.